Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with more World of Warcraft Classic Fresh. Killing Murlocs. That's all it's all about. I just gotta do a couple of things. Dang. And then, so from what I understand, the first week is gonna be capped at level 30. So I'm guessing every week or so they're gonna increase the level cap by 10 or something like that. Maybe more. We'll see. By the way, it is a good time to play the beta. It's kind of funny, I played months of the TBC beta and then I couldn't stand playing the game for more than a month, the actual thing. Alright, so we got one more Murloc. Then, well, I'm gonna go to the mine now. And then, I'm not gonna deal with further concerns just yet. That's a higher level quest, I feel, than what I'm prepared to deal with right now. Ah, you gotta love the general chat in Elwynn Forest right now in an open beta. Fuck that. Goodbye! Now, normally I don't play with the profanity filter on, but I'll be honest with you guys. I have no interest right now in listening to that shit. Americans... Well, I do like to communicate more. Okay, that's that. So what I want to do right now is get the kelp, get the Princess Must Die quest, turn all that in, and hopefully get level 8. Once that's done, there's other quests that I want to do. Good question. What do I want to do? So I got some Murlocs, kill all that. I just wasn't willing to deal with the leveling experience last night. I was tired, went to bed, all that good stuff. Also, there were just way too many people at that point. Alright, no kelp. Not from that one, at least. Hello, big gnome. Well, good luck, son. Alright, princess must die now. Now let the good times roll. So I'm sure Blizzard is thinking to themselves, well, we want people to test out... We want people to test out... Why is the draw distance so limited? Can't I increase it? This is wet ray tracing on. Anti-aliasing. Projected texture, texture resolution. Well, there we go, the pumpkin patch right there. We want to kill Princess. Princess must fucking die. I am... Why did that reset, actually? Hold on a second. Now that I think about it. I don't know. Weird. Okay, target the target at least is on. Hello, princess. What I need? A swing timer. That is what I need. Okay. So I've done all of these wonderful quests. Now I need to do further concerns. Not necessarily too interested in it right now, and I'm a bit too low level, but what the hell, I'm still here. I kinda have forgotten the most optimal path of leveling in Elwynn, I'll be quite honest about it.
King's honor, friend. Light be with you. Go with honor, friend. Need help? For the Alliance.
Alright, let's protect the frontier. Kill prowlers. Hello. Yeah, cozy stream. Gotta kill some bears and some prowlers. Well, there's the first prowler. What I am curious to see is how it's gonna look. I think that the reason they've decided to put a buff like this is because it's probably easy to change if they need to change it, increase or decrease it. I think they need to increase it. Not necessarily for this area, obviously the leveling areas initially have a pretty solid leveling experience anyway. But after that, after like level 10, it should certainly increase to like 50%, if not more. The reason I say that is because if they don't increase it, then if you think 50% quest buff experience, buffing experience by 25% is going to be enough to put an end to the dungeon grinding meta, no. I can assure you most certainly that people will still get more experience by grinding dungeons. Okay, that's one mob. Let's get that guard. Good. Now I can do protecting. I can do the protecting the frontier quest a bit later. Either way, let's get Rolf's fate. Not the real issue. Level 9, sure, but. And then I'll go to East Vale. Would be nice to not have to fight anything along the way, I admit. Ah, the sound of hungry murlocs. Where is that guy? There we go. Level 13 dwarf priest. Oh, wait. So get their medallions and turn it in. Okay, so that's a decent amount of quests. I probably won't get level 10, but it will put me over 9, I'm certain about that. Now, before I do that, and I swear, I'm just gonna get questy because it's easier to try and manage all the stuff you have to do. VTubers? What do you mean by VTubers? You're talking about the guys with the anime girl avatars or something like that? I don't know. Like, this might sound shocking, but I don't actually watch as much YouTube as some other people do. I don't have the time. Something? And I can't just watch YouTube while at the same time, you know, working myself, right? I can't just put it on the side, put it on the screen or something like that. That's not a workable thing for me. So,
you need something? Well met. Farewell.
But if you're talking about what I think you're talking, it's, well, my view on that kind of shit is pretty simple. If things make money and people are willing to watch it, why should I care, right? It's like, should I judge it? Not necessarily. Why? I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people that judge me for playing video games and streaming that. I can most assure you of that. It's like, sure, it's not something I particularly, yeah, I get it. It's not something I would ever do or enjoy as content, I admit, but who am I really? I mean, let me just give you a parallel, just to add to that. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, and it's completely unrelated to YouTube, but it kind of gives you an idea of something. Right now, there are people pumping billions of dollars, billions, let's be clear on this, billions of fucking dollars on a crypto coin with a fucking dog's head. It's literally called the meme coin. And they're putting in billions of dollars. There's a lot of money being made on a fucking dog coin. We live in a meme world. A stupid world. So yeah. That's and if that's legitimate, then well, so are other things. That's my thought process with respect to all that, honestly. Can't add more to it. Hello, hello, hello to everyone joining in, by the way. I'm just picking up logs to turn them in. I've done a bunch of quests ready to turn them in. Right now, I do still have protecting the frontier bundle of trouble. You good on New World? My streams, no, I can't play New World right now. I think I need more memory. I don't know, or I need a free server transfer. I just keep getting crashes. I don't dislike the game, but fucking hell, Amazon, you could have handled that a lot better. It's a memory issue. Now, I do have money to buy new memory, that's not the problem, but it's like, no, I am not gonna put money to buy new fucking memory for New World. New World, fuck that. It's like when I can play games that are genuinely far better on a technical level than that shit. I think it's ridiculous. Again, I have the money, fucking principle. Fix your fucking game, Amazon. There's plenty of people reporting the same issues that I'm reporting. You didn't realize, yeah, you know what, Goofo, I'm just gonna tell you that you're wrong. I'm sorry, but no. I don't think you realize, but no, it's not just the Ponzi scheme. It might seem like one, but I can most assure you that there is real money being made. And real money being put down. Now I think it is indicative of where we stand. Actually, you know, it's not even indicative of where we stand in the modern age. I mean, the material might be fucking ridiculous, absolutely, but there's always been stocks and investments that always have gone up by a fucking mile by hype alone. That's all it is. It is hype. Don't get me wrong. It is absolute hype. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna get into any arguments about value or any shit like that. I have no care in the world about that crap. I understand your concern. I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Dude, we're talking here of stock exchanges that have trillions of actual fucking dollars. We're talking here of people making millions of fucking dollars, yeah. So yeah. But I hear being a VTuber requires energy and charm that not many people have. Well, I can tell you that being a YouTuber in general is a very tiring experience. I was actually having a chat with someone not too long ago where she was telling me that it's very tiring for her. She was doing her regular job, but she was also training a co-worker who was new on the job, and having to do something like she works in she works in financials. Anyway, not gonna get into details, but the point is she was doing that while training a new guy on the job, and she was obviously all remotely. Then she was having to talk while working and all that, and it was very draining on her. She found it very draining. Now, imagine that as a proper YouTuber or streamer or whatever you want to call it, you have to do that every fucking day. The burnout is real. So yeah. The burnout is real. Just interested in some damn logs. Holy shit. How hard can it be? Yeah. How many people? I have no idea. Like, there is no way to know. Genuinely, there is no way to know. Ask Blizzard, maybe they'll answer it. Right now, there's less people than the thousands last night, but there's still plenty of damn people in the beta. And as for the crypto situation, you can call it a meme, but clearly people really care about their memes nowadays. Or a Ponzi scheme, if you want to put it there. You just gotta be careful, though. But again, we're talking here of more money in this thing than the vast majority of individual countries. Not countries put together, but individual countries. There's only a handful of countries that have more value in their, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Healing for the burnout and virtual. Oh man, that feels good. I swear, speaking about smoking, it's like it does help me with stress at certain points. And yes, it is stressful, regardless of what some people might believe. It's like, oh, but you're just playing video games all day. Okay, you do it for 12 hours every day, and then come back to me and tell me how easy it is. I think you'll find yeah. When I have burnout, all I need really is to do some exercise. Genuinely, the exercise. Being in good physical shape really helps you with this shit. It takes your mind off crap. Do some other stuff in your life. Yeah. Nice resist. And you created a job for yourself instead of working for the man. Yeah. And I think that's what... That is certainly an advantage, I'm not gonna deny that. Like after doing this for so many years, I've been doing this for damn near a decade. Actually over a decade. After doing this for so many years, I would never be able to hold a regular job. That's why I'm investing money and making money from that. Maybe a ton of money in the near future if things go well this week. Things are crazy. But yeah, I do something that a lot of people just don't do. A lot of people do like having structure in their lives, I admit. You know, waking up, knowing that they have to be there at 9, finishing at 6. A lot of people enjoy it. Me? Nah. Just not that kind of person. Not for an office job, at the very least, now. For other things, I can do it. For that, I'm not saying you don't have a schedule, though. You absolutely do have a schedule as a streamer and YouTuber. You need to have a structure, but it's your structure. It's your decision. Swear that there should be some trees around here, but there's no logs. I need to go back. I just retired after 25 years in real estate. My whole life, almost always employed. Yeah. I might retire in a year. I don't know. Things are crazy. I think, you know, I remember reading about those stories about people retiring at like 30, having enough money for the rest of their lives, and I'm like, damn, dude. That's the dream, isn't it? I think that's where we're headed anyway as a society. Robots will make sure of it. And then we'll see what happens. It's gonna be interesting seeing the next few decades. Assuming any of us are still here after this fucking pandemic. Now we'll make through it, but It's like... It hasn't been good. Well, that's a pretty fast way. Web free, yeah. Chips in our heads. We won't have to take a phone with us. We'll just have a GPS chip in our head. Isn't that scary? Not really. Well, there are concerns with that, of course. There is going to be a whole cyber industry, cybersecurity industry popping up. It's already done so, but going to be always a back and forth. I don't think we're going to reach the levels of society that Cyberpunk believes we will. I think, if anything, the last couple of years have shown me very clearly that the idea that corporations have the could ever have the potential power to do shit like that, it's all a fucking bullshit. It is a cautionary tale, though, one that we should take to heart. But yeah, they don't have that power. As long as we don't let them. I do think with the people right now, those of us that are living in this era, or maybe even born in this era really right now, this year, I do think it's gonna be, it's certainly a very dynamic, like the future is, well, fucking hell. We're gonna have people reach Mars in the next few years. Think on that. That's quite something. I wonder if the people felt the same way during the moon landing era. And give it a few decades, maybe, yeah. Maybe. Maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong. I don't know. I think right now, I do think right now we're just so far away from that to be a concern. Give it 50 years, maybe 100, and yeah, sure. Maybe. Now, if you're concerned about the Skynet taking over the world, yeah. If anyone's concerned about Skynet, I don't necessarily believe you should. Yeah, potentially. Well, that's one of the things Jeff Bezos might actually do. Musk is all about colonies on Mars. Bezos is the guy who wants to make a space casino. And yeah, I know. Ridiculous, but still. If it's something you can do, well, holy fuck. Civilian space stations. Basically. The world is in an interesting place right now. It's also in a bad place in some ways. You can be a very pessimistic guy and say, oh, the world isn't united. Yeah, it never has been. This idea, oh, it's gonna get the global government, all that bullshit. No, clearly not. Nothing even remotely close, I think. Gonna be power blocks. That's fine. Competition makes us stronger. Peace makes us weak. Always been fucking true. Logs, logs, logs. Give me logs. Come on. Just need a few fucking logs. There we go. Bundle of lumber. Of wood, whatever. Okay. There's opportunities in life that people should not be afraid to engage in right now. And all that shit. I think what's my view right now about what people should do. There's a lot of one of the things that I can tell you from a personal perspective is there's always a lot of opportunities in life. Doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter if you know anything on any subject, all that. I'm not a trained economist, fucking hell, for instance. And yet I can make a lot of money. For investments. If you're careful, smart, and all that. If you take the opportunities as they come. And I think right now, there's an enormous number of opportunities. There are people who all they want in life is a stable job, retirement, and then that's it, right? That's not for me, and actually that's not for a lot of people. So you can limit yourself. You can take the view as well that the world is in a really shitty place and it's not going to get better. It won't. Like, overall. If you're thinking like the global picture, it won't get better. In fact, it's going to get worse. Diplomatic relations, climate change, all that shit, right? Or you can decide, well, sure, right? Those problems will be fixed. Maybe not we live, but they will eventually be fixed. Give it 50 years, 100 years. There will be solutions. You can be dispirited by, oh, there's opposition to this. There's always been opposition to any kind of fixing any problem or anything like that. Expecting fucking miracles is laughable. Give me wood. Come on. Damn it. Wood piles. Just wood piles. I've been down both roads. Like in terms of optimism and pessimism. I'm actually a very pessimistic person myself in general, but one of the things I've realized, you can wallow in the misery of pessimism, or you can try and improve things in your life. Yeah. You can improve things in your life, you can improve things with the people around you, can do better. And once I realized that, my situation markedly improved. Like, where I was at the end of 2019, I was at a really miserable state. Where I am today, fucking hell, I'm in a significantly better state. Where I'll be in a month. I could reach for the moon in terms of personal achievement. That's a key lesson in life. Okay, bundle of wood. Let's see how much we have. Okay, we have 7 quests all complete. That's gonna be 500 XP. I think I'll reach 9, no problem. Maybe more even. I don't know how much experience these quests give you, actually. So I'm not gonna speculate right now. But all the same.
Greetings. Go with honor.
Be back. Oh. It's even 1k. Yeah. It's 1k experience. That's quite good.
Need
Maybe
help?
my plan to reach level 10 will
King's
be
honor,
successful.
friend. Be careful.
Alright, so I wanna go kill some Defias Brotherhood members to get that quest for linen and make a shirt. A red linen shirt. It's my red linen shirt. Yeah, I can do better. Like, that's the thing. I can do better. I know I can do better. I've proven it to myself. And the people around me who thought that I would be a complete fucking failure at one point in my life, or multiple points in my life. And the amusing thing is that the people who they thought would be successful have turned out to be less successful. What can I say? Tell you what, I am not necessarily in an eager situation to do this particular quest. I mean, there is the pumpkin patch, right? Actually, I'll go there. Yeah. So I'll just go there. I think that's the best option. I think a turning point for me, a personal turning point as far as I was personally concerned was when I watched, a personal turning point was when I watched 3 movies back to back. They're called Margin Call, The Big Short, no, the order you want to watch them in is Margin Call, Too Big to Fail, and then The Big Short, in that order. And it was about the financial crisis of 2010, 2008, 2010. A lot of people will watch those movies, they'll understand some things, etc., etc. Right? What I understood with that experience is, yeah, they made a bunch of dumbass decisions and they kind of asked for it and all that kind of stuff, right? It's pretty horrifying at some point. But what you also realize fucking hell, is how much money can be made if you're smart enough. That's a lesson The Big Short also imparts, especially. Be very clear-headed. Don't drench yourself in sentimentality about anything or anyone. And you can get pretty damn fucking far. Maybe that's not the moral lesson that should be learned with that. With those movies, and I'm sure the people who made those movies would disagree with what I just said, but it's like... Because like in Margin Call, for instance, there's points in the movie, it's like they're commenting on how much X person makes or how much that person makes, and they're like, yeah. That was such a huge transfer. Yeah, it was! Just like there is right now with crypto. I mean, consider this. Consider this right now as I'm speaking. Just think on this. Last year. So, and this could happen again, but last year we had Dogecoin. Now this might seem like a fucking meme, but that thing went up by 14,000. So if you had invested $1,000, you'd be a millionaire. $1,000. You want to talk about money? There's your money. Opportunity in life. No, I don't necessarily think so. The name kind of rings a bell, but I'm not necessarily sure. Anyway, almost died there. I shall not fail. I haven't died yet. I'm not intending to die today. So thanks for that name. I'll actually probably just check those out when I get the time. If I get the time. This week, it's gonna be pretty fucking busy. Wanna play the beta. Got shit to do. What I like about Elwynn Forest questline is the storyline with not just Elwynn, but Darkshire, Duskwood. Oh yeah. Let's not even talk about NFTs. Fucking hell, I know people have made the fucking fortune in those as well. The irony, there are a bunch of memers as well, so yeah. Bubble Hearth. No, you don't need to do your own research, you just need to let others do your research for you. That's what I do. You're never gonna compete against the people who do it for that kind of stuff. Personally, if I had for anyone that has $1,000, I'd invest it in Shiba today. I'm not saying that for market manipulation. The people manipulating the market are doing so with billions of dollars. But that's the thing, you can make a lot of fucking money on that. And actually, that's kind of the crazy thing as well. For all the money individual retail investors, if you want to call it that, retail investors can make, the people who are the whales, if you will, they make even more. And I'm not talking here like total sums, I'm talking here fucking percentages. You might make 10%, they might make 100%. You might make 100%, they make 400%. Something like that. You know the creator of Legends? Yeah. Yeah, Emmanuel, I'm not touching Warcraft 3. Like, there are games, like, one of the things I've learned as a YouTuber, it doesn't matter what you fucking want to play, it matters what people are gonna watch. People are not interested in Warcraft 3 at all right now. I might check it out for just personal enjoyment at one point, just not at this moment. Shit. Okay, potion. Why don't they reset? I mean, it's been a while. Run away, little girl, run away. Okay. Well, there's my bandana, but I'm dead. Warcraft. It's not that Warcraft 3. Well, besides, it's the fact that Reforged fucked the entire online community. Warcraft 3 is not interesting because people aren't playing it really right now. It's not interesting in the sense that people aren't interested in watching it on YouTube. That's not a lot of people anyway. There you go. Reasons why covering certain things, it's not worth it. Use Haymaker, clearly. I don't know. I really don't know much about that. I'm not getting involved in that. It has a lot of potential, but yeah.
What can I do for you? Light be with you. Light bless you.
All right. So these, the quest that I'm gonna deliver over here is going to push me probably over level 9, and then other quests. Yeah, Warcraft 3 doesn't have any fucking potential right now. Sorry. It's dead. Blizzard killed it.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
Look at that, I'm actually just gonna take the Heartstone here. Wait, actually. Before I take the Heartstone, I'm actually gonna go get the Flight Path. I know I'll be back here at one point, but by that stage I'll have to go to Stormwind, I'll have the Flight Path, it's faster than walking here, so just an idea. So right now, with this 25% quest increase, and with all these quests, like, what's 25? Well, I am earning a decent amount of experience right now, which is good. So, what they said they're interested in the beta is they're interested in questing flow, leveling flow, all that. Well, the problem with that, Blizzard, and there is a problem, believe me on this, the problem with what they're doing here is, yes, people are gonna level, and they're obviously gonna quest, but that doesn't matter. 1 to 30 is irrelevant in terms of judging that, because you would quest along the way there anyway, with the exception of doing some dead mines at level 20. Now, I can tell you this, there's gonna be very few groups that do a dead mine leveling group right now in the beta. They will certainly do it in live. So why are we trying to figure out, Blizzard? Well, they probably do have internal testing teams, and what they should do is they should have people, groups of people in their testing team going into the den mines at, say, 18, maybe even earlier, right? But go into the dead mines, see what it's like, see how it feels. Well, it's a level 18 whelp, so anyway. Oh, fuck. I am in combat. That is not good. Well. No, they don't have to add any fucking world buffs. Fuck world buffs. Oh, shit. Fuck world buffs. Nuke them. World buffs are a plague upon the game. Now, I know a lot of people in hardcore guilds that are not gonna play Classic because it's like, oh, it's gonna ruin the game. I don't give a shit, honestly, about that mentality. If all the enjoyment you can have in Classic is ganking a great group in fucking BRM, if you think that's fucking so important, that's so fucking important, piss off. From my point of view, at the very least. No, it doesn't. It is a point that I keep hearing. Why do people keep asking about the betas? What beta? I'm just kind of wondering what beta ever transferred access progress to the actual game. I can't think of any. I'm not even thinking about just Blizzard betas. I'm thinking about betas in general. It's always a reset. The one thing you could consider it as an exception is early access games where your progress can transfer, but those are early access. And that's different because that's supposedly the game, yeah. Yeah, what do you expect? It's always happened like this. That's why people don't take the beta seriously. They know they're gonna lose all the progress. Simple as that.
Need help? Be careful, King's honor, friend. Light bless you. For the Alliance.
Okay, so right now, I'm halfway to level 10. We got a meeting with Hagar.
Good day to you. See you later.
Okay, that's 400 XP. Are you pissing on me? Well, I mean, obviously there's other stuff that I can do, so.
You need something? Have a good one.
Alright.
Can I help you? For the Alliance.
Well met.
Oh.
Greetings. What can I do for you? Honor, friend.
That's a nice thing that he just did for me. Now I need to learn swords. Well. Alright, that's a quest I can wait on. Princess must die, to escape. Just go turn in all this shit. Because that sword has 30 damage. Now, it is interesting playing a beta in a certain way, though. No, because he has nothing to do with it. Who gives a shit about the auction house, right? People are training this kind of stuff just because, well, what else are you gonna do with it? Vendor it? Just give it to someone, they'll benefit from it. You don't care about gold anyway, because there's no economy that anyone gives a shit about. That's a nice thing. So I get Purify as well. I'm gonna throw that here.
Good day to you. Have a good one.
Alright, invisibility potions. Alright, so Princess is dead. The other quests that I have are with the garrison. So, what I think I'll do is go kill Hogger.
Can I help you? Farewell.
Alright, that's done. That's all sorted out. Okay, and let's go for the Westboro garrison. Oh, that's nice. Druid buff. Level 11 Druid. Why would he be here? Because this is the best fucking leveling zone in the game, ladies and gentlemen. In the game. Alright. So let's go to Westbrook, help them with their Hogger issue. And that will push me over level 10. So I'm gonna finish this as a level 10. There is some other stuff that I can do, and I will do it. Specifically, there is a quest here. Well, maybe I should have done it now, but there's a quest here that you can go kill some guy, he drops something, whatever. And that leads you into down a certain small quest chain. Kill fucking Hogger. PPT.
Light be with you. Be careful. Light bless you.
Right. See, let's kill Hogger. Well, everyone's dead here, boys. There's no beta sign up, you just install the client and you can start playing. Oh, I joined General and it's like... oh man, that's a great time. What a great time indeed. No offense, why you're playing this. Good question. Because I'm a YouTuber and a streamer, and I get paid to do this. Would I do it if it was just on my own? That's a good question. Maybe, maybe not. I probably wouldn't play the beta, I admit. Maybe the live version, maybe. I'm the wrong person to ask this question. Okay. Leave one. Thank you, but no. Ah, there we go. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! Yellow Hogger. Thank you. Oh, damn. My inventory is full. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat why I'm playing this, because it works. And because also, to be quite honest with you, there's nothing more interesting to play right now. New World, I'm not gonna restart, like maybe New World in 2 weeks when I can move my character to a less populated server that doesn't have the same issues that I currently have on the one I'm playing. Diablo 2 is like, honestly, I'm just like, it's just stale. Like, it just feels stale. I could go back to Diablo 2, but meh, kinda. So, what is there to play? Really? I'm just speaking here from a purely personal enjoyment standpoint. Like, the only thing I've enjoyed playing over the last couple of weeks, really, is... Yeah, I've played some Diablo 3. Did that, and then it's like, that got stale, and then it's like, well, what else? Well, you're gonna have it. So yeah. That's where I stand on this issue right now. Believe it, as horrible as this might sound, this has always been true for World of Warcraft. Throughout its entire existence. It has staying power. It always has had staying power as a game. Be a nostalgia over the fact that it's Warcraft, but it's not really just that, honestly. It really isn't just the fact that it has nostalgia. It isn't just the nostalgia factor. It's just a very well done game in many ways in these old versions of the game. There's a reason why people keep playing private servers of vanilla RAF TBC for years and years and years on end, even right now. Other game developers would kill to have a game that people will put so much time and effort in. And that's just a fact. Like, that's not something you can just wash away and say, oh wow, it's shit. Yeah, it has a lot of shitty fucking things. And look, with Classic Plus, I'm gonna say it out loud, with Classic Fresh, they're doing things I want them to do. They're going in the right direction. They're improving quest experience, they're making the right content hunter, they're removing world buffs, they're adding PvP from the start. They're doing a lot of things that I want them to. I didn't play Classic from beginning to end, so maybe I would feel differently if I had. Sure. But I didn't do that. I missed that boat. I had to. Personal issues, real life. Couldn't commit the time for it. Didn't want to play in a lesser build where I would play casually. I've always hated doing that. There are many things that I am. I'm not the most skilled gamer, but one of the things I absolutely am not as a casual WoW player is like, oh, I'll only play 1 day a week, right? That's good enough. No. For me, if I play a fucking video game, I play it every day. Or every 2 days, let's say that. If I take a break, if I only play like 2 days a week, that's not a great experience for me. I'm not saying I want to raid hardcore every day, but I wanted something to do. Even if it's just like half an hour per day, I want a game that I have something to do, something to strive for. And that's always been the case in WoW. Until it isn't, but that's a different discussion. Let's not talk about Shadowlands right now. But Mythic Plus, Costin, that is not something to strive for. Let me be blunt about this. Higher level difficulties of Mythic Plus and raiding difficulty is not something to fucking strive for. You're either in a good enough guild that you can deal with higher level mythics from the start, or you're not. And if you're not, then all you're doing is a fucking grind where you're playing through collections of shit tier players just to try and get to a decent enough level of Mythic Plus. And I've done Mythic 15. I haven't done all of them on 15, I've done some. Maybe I should have pushed for 20. But it's like, no. It's like insufferable, so. Anyway. But that's what WoW has to offer when it's good. This is actually the thing that killed TBC Classic. There's nothing to strive for in TBC. There was nothing to strive for in TBC Classic until Tier 5 came out. And I'm sorry, I was not willing to put... And I'll be honest, I didn't want to play Tier 5 because, one, I've done it multiple times before. I know what there is there, and the only thing I was going to get out of that is maybe 1-2 days a week of playing the game. That would have required me to spend 4 days a week grinding rep, grinding honor, grinding shit, gold, to do that on the level I wanted. That's the reason I quit that. I'm hopeful with Classic Fresh that will not be the issue. I might be delusional on this, let me be clear. I may be very delusional on this. But I think like one of the things people don't want to recognize with TBC Classic, the way the economy was from Classic transferring over to TBC Classic really fucked it hard, regardless of what people want to believe. It's like, oh, it's not gonna have an issue. No, it did have issues. It did have consequences. So yeah, that's where I stand right now. Ironically, or less ironically, the bots that were still doing their thing in TBC Classic were actually something that helped make things less insufferable than they could have been. How ironic that the very people that create the problem in the first place, who contribute to the problem, were some of the guys who are helping stem the flow, so to speak. Yeah. Some people are already leveling tailoring. Because of course they are. So tell you what I'm gonna do. Well, I may want to get some bags, actually. Kind of full on inventory space right now. I'm not gonna go to Goldshire yet. Not yet. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to Westfall. And I'm gonna get the flight phone from Westfall.
Go with honor, friend.
And I'm gonna go from Westfall to Stormwind. From Stormwind, turn in the quests, the shipment to Stormwind, cloth and leather armor, all that kind of stuff. My class quest requires level 12, which I don't have. I'm level 10 right now. I can report to grind, stout mantle, get wanted hunger, yeah. So there's 4 quests that I can do. And then there's also the other shit that I can do as well along the way. To a degree, anyway. I'm not gonna really stop to do the old Blackie quests, or the stuff associated here, because quite frankly, it's a waste of time right now, and I can do them in conjunction with other quests.
How are you? Hey there. See you around.
You need something?
No.
Safe travels. See you around.
Now, I could do the handful of oats quest, but my estimate on the chances of completing this quest, well, let's just fucking say that it's not gonna be high. There's one. Maybe I can do it, actually. We'll see. This would be the only quest I do before I head to Sentinel Hill. How do I feel? Well, it's not really too significantly noticeable right now. I didn't expect it to be, because obviously, like, I'll tell you this much. It's not gonna have that much of an impact on lower levels. It does change some things, but not in enormous ways. It just makes it easier. Will the changes like removing world buffs affect class balance? Yup. The meta of Classic Fresh is not gonna be 20 fucking warriors for Molten Core and Blackwing Lair. I can assure you of that. Or maybe I'm a fucking idiot and it will be all the same. What do I know? I think it will be less important, purely because, well, let's say it like this. It will be less important purely because people will not, because warriors are the ones that benefit the most from world buffs. Removing world buffs means warriors are less relevant in raiding. Thank fuck for that. I play the warrior in classic, on vanilla servers, all that. I enjoy it. If anyone tells me that meta is fucking good, fuck off. So yeah. Who will benefit the most from that? I can't tell you really. It's not gonna be necessarily so much of a change. You're just gonna have a more balanced raid setup. Maybe more ranged DPS in general. So mages, more mages, bring more mages, more and more mages. And that's what I think is gonna happen. Personally.
What can I do for you? Be careful. Need help? For the Alliance.
Well met. See you around. Hello.
Question is,
Be careful.
like, I doubt the shaman will be much use. Don't doubt that. Don't necessarily think that. You might be surprised. I mean, here's the thing. Ally shamans do have a lot of damage potential. An enormous amount of it. Can you maintain your mana for 2 minutes? That's the question. Because yeah, boss fights are gonna be long. They're not gonna be 6 minutes long, I think. I doubt it at the very least. Maybe some of them will. That is gonna be interesting. I kind of want to see what Blizzard does more later down the line. I'll be frank about my perspective on this. I think Classic Fresh is a good, really good step in the right direction with what they're doing, but I kind of want more. Class rebalancing, more XP boost, better economy, more changes, talent changes,
King's
all that
honor,
kind of
friend.
stuff. So yeah.
Go with honor, friend.
Hey there. See you later.
That's how I feel about the whole thing.
Looking for something specific? Safe travels.
Well, that's true, rightly, but I mean, the no debuff limit change is what it's really going to result in. I mean, the consequences of that decision is going to be pretty much every raid is going to have a Shadow Priest right now. Warlocks may have more viability because no curse limit. So on and so forth, right? A bunch of benefits. Like, they're doing changes the way I'm seeing it. They're making changes to that will
King's honor, friend.
result in increased viability for various specs and raids. You will want, I don't know if you will want the Boomkin. I don't necessarily think so. Maybe you will though. If you're using more casters than before, you might.
Hello.
It's not 1.6. I think the only
See
change
you
right
around.
now is that we get
Need
25%
something?
quest.
Have a good one.
We get this. Damn it. It's only 25% quest bonus right now, I think. That we've gotten. I don't think they've changed anything beyond that at the moment. They might change it later down the line, but we shall see about that. We'll see. No. Do I think Enhanced Shaman will be viable? Sorry, no. If without dual wield, fuck no. Sorry. It just doesn't work. Like, they might do a lot of damage with two-handers sometimes, but just not gonna be workable. Apologies for ruining your day, but nope, Enhanced Shaman's not gonna be viable. Elemental might. Especially if casters become more widespread, Elemental absolutely might. What about Shadowlands? Let me say this about Shadowlands. Shadowlands is finished. Anyone who believes otherwise, well, you may live in Wonderland. The rest of us do live in the real world. But then again, the real world is a nutcase with meme coins generating billions, so what the fuck do I know? The world is a meme right now. Embrace living in the meme world. Become the meme world.
Careful.
But Shadowlands is finished. Plain and simple. It's dead. There's no saving it. There's no redeeming it. There's no way the fucking player base comes back to play that game. That's what I think about Shadowlands. I could play Shadowlands right now. I have a max level character. I could just get my... I purchased it. I could get the subscription. You don't need a subscription for the beta, by the way.
Fly only to find
I could get the subscription, and I could just go play it. I fucking
King's Honor,
refuse to. That's how much I hate WoW right now. Retail
The
WoW.
Alliance.
Well, WoW in general. TPC Classic, all that. I haven't played WoW in weeks. I regret my decision.
What can I do for you? See you later.
So that's how I feel about it. Oh, fuck. Oh, I need to go to the east. I think this is the first WoW open beta that they've done. Not necessarily so. They actually did do a bit of an open beta with Classic, in point of fact. Yeah, well, you can think whatever you want. I hate current WoW. That's why I hate. To say that I hate WoW, no, it's my favorite game of all time. That doesn't mean I want to keep playing the same old expansions that I've played before, multiple times even. Or that I enjoy anything that they're doing in retail, because I don't. So, yeah.
What are you looking for? Have a good one.
I'll just say this much about Shadowlands. It's not as horrible as BFA. It is better than BFA. I think from a purely objective standpoint, from every standpoint, Shadowlands is flat out better than BFA. Plain and simple. That doesn't mean it's good. Just because you're better than a complete pile of shit, horse shit, does not make you good. Doesn't mean you're Prince Charming. It just means you're not a pile of shit. That's my mentality with Shadowlands. Alright, let's see the Paladin train. I think that's something people should recognize. I think the issue is they don't listen to feedback. No, I think the issue is that the people in charge of retail world of World of Warcraft, and no, not just the people in charge. I'll just say this. I think the issue with Shadowlands and the issue with retail World of Warcraft is that the people making it are a bunch of imbeciles. And I'm not talking here just about the leads. It's very easy to just say, oh, Ion Hazakostas is an idiot who doesn't know what he's doing. No, the developers in general are idiots. Like, they clearly have no idea, no vision, no notion of what they want to do with the game, no idea of how to make a game that, fucking shockingly, people want to play and log in every day for the fun of it, not because like they feel it's an obligation or any bullshit like that. That's the thing they don't get. That's really what they don't understand in any way, shape, or form. They're completely parallel to it. They're making a game with, what, 4? No, hold on. Yeah, 4. What the fuck am I saying? 4, if you count LFR. 4 raiding difficulties, an innumerable number of dungeon difficulties. How the fuck do you balance that? You don't. How do you make that exciting? You don't. You can't. I'm just saying, it's like, what do you expect? How about worrying less about parsing and spreadsheets and all that crap and actually just making a good game, Blizzard? An exciting one. Surprise, surprise! Wow! Believe it or not, this might come as a shocking development to a lot of people watching this fucking video, no, this stream. But WoW had its largest player base when it didn't have 20 dungeon difficulties, when it didn't have 4 raiding difficulties, when it wasn't about world of logs and parsing and bullshit. I know! Fucking amazing! What do I know, right? But here's the thing, the developers, not only are they stupid, they also listen to the only people that I guess they respect and listen to, and the people they give preferential treatment, and I know this for a fact, the people they invite to events, the people that they do stuff with. Fuck the cash shop. The cash shop is irrelevant, honestly, to the problems of the game. Genuinely, it is like it's disgusting. It's fucking horrible. It's a cash grab. It can go fuck itself. But that, if you think that's the issue with the game, I'm sorry, it is not the issue with the game. Far from it. It really isn't the issue, the problem with the game right now. I don't have money apparently. Kick. Bit of problem. But as disgusting the cash shop, no, it's not the cash shop that's the problem. It is disgusting. It's absolutely fucking vile and disgusting, and it can go fuck itself. I've played other games with cash shops that weren't completely horrible. I'm not necessarily playing them now for multiple reasons, because other games just don't have staying power. Let's sell that. Yeah.
See you
that
later.
Should be enough to get to the east. Well, they could. I'm sorry, but they fucking could. If they're like, this is also a problem. Like you have a point there, Ixo, whatever. You have a point there. It would be weird, but they absolutely need to do it. Like, they need to get rid of it. They can't just keep adding shit on top of what they've already added. They can't. It doesn't work. You can't manage that. They clearly have shown themselves incapable of managing that. I think there will probably be more servers, hopefully. Like, I think that if they're not, if they think, oh, we'll just add on top of what we've already added, we'll just keep adding crap on top of stuff, and more and more and more and more and more and more stuff. That's not gonna be a solution. That really is not gonna be a solution, the way I see it. It can't be a solution. I am not necessarily saying go back to 1 raid difficulties, but fucking hell, 4 raiding difficulties? Fuck off. And you expect to have a good community? No, it's not gonna create a good community. Personal loot needs to go. Yeah, personal loot needs to fucking take a hike. And they need, what they need to do fundamentally, like beyond any particular things. I'm not a game developer, what the fuck do I know, right? Ultimately, I'm gonna say that I have issues with this. But fundamentally, what they need to do, WoW was at its strongest when it was a game that was going to bring people together organically. I remember, to this day, questing with someone on the Horde side when I was leveling my mage. The first character I got to 60 was my mage in vanilla. I remember running into a warlock. I met him in one zone, then I met him in another zone, and on and on and on. And we formed kind of a relationship with that. And that happened as well in Burn Crusade. The first time I got to be a raid leader and an officer is actually when I met with a shaman that I was running dungeons with, normal dungeons and heroic dungeons with. I got kicked out of my guild because I wanted to tank as a paladin and they really didn't want that. And I was pretty insistent on it. They kicked me out. But I was running the dungeons with a shaman. Oh, wrong fucking keep. GG, Austin, GG. But I was running dungeons with the shaman. And when he saw that I was without a guild, he just invited me. He was an officer in his guild. He invited me in his own. I ended up being an officer in his guild. And through that and other events, I ended up in one of the best guilds. That guild eventually disbanded. He joined one of the best guilds on the server. And eventually got me to tank in that guild. And that's how I did Kalphas and Vash. And got into Mount Igel and Black Temple. Eventually that didn't work out in the end, but I got to tune to Black Temple and Mount Igel. And then I joined the guild that I raided for about half a year. Main tank Illidan, all that. But the point I'm making with the story is I got to where I was because of a random dude. I had no prior relationship with him. I was just a random guy I was running dungeons with on a daily basis. You do not have those kind of relationships being built in retail these days. You just don't. You simply don't. Some people would say, oh, you need to communicate with people on higher level Mythic Pluses. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, if you have a pre-made group that knows what it's doing, that's trying to push some high level Mythic key, especially when they don't have gear, let's say it's the first few weeks. Yeah, sure. Coordination, communication, all that kind of stuff. If you're randomly playing on your own and you're joining pugs, no. In point of fact, what absolutely does happen is there is a lack of communication. Like, that's the thing. You can play World of Warcraft on retail, complete the entire game on every difficulty level. Every single difficulty. I'm talking here Mythic raiding. I'm talking here Mythic dungeons to 20 higher. You can play in all that without talking to anyone on your own. Now, if you think that's the recipe of success for an MMO, well, I think you've missed the point of an MMO. This is why this is actually one of the primary reasons why all these years down the line, vanilla is still popular. Because of all the periods in World of Warcraft, building those relationships between people, building those relationships between guilds even. Do you think you would ever see on retail or any other period post-vanilla the kind of horde coalitions and alliance coalitions that you saw on many vanilla servers? No, you wouldn't. So there's relationships, there's rivalries. Dream State versus Apes, as an example, one I saw firsthand. And there is a rivalry. That makes the game better and more interesting as a result. Because it might be fucking bullshit and memey as fuck to just camp in Moonglade for hours and hours on end just to try and deny my toss the Scarab Lord. But it does create a genuinely interesting gaming experience that no theme park raid can ever match, no battleground can match. I can tell you, no one gives a shit about a random BG match, but everyone that participated in that kind of event will remember that. On both sides. And that's something that's important. Alright, hopefully I don't die here. It would be a shame to end my deathless run right here. Actually, that's one of the reasons why people are kind of annoyed about the idea of removing robots, because they're afraid they're gonna cut into that. They might be right. I think the benefits far outweigh any negatives, though. Personally. But what do I know? Because here's the thing about World of Warcraft. There are better single-player games, considerably better single-player games, than WoW on the market. This is what Blizzard has to understand. They're making an MMO. They're not making a solo game. They're making a multiplayer game. It has to be focused on the multiplayer. And when I say focused on the multiplayer, I'm talking here the social aspect. This is not Battlefield or Call of Duty you play in random matches. This is a community-driven experience. That's what made WoW great. That's what made a lot of MMOs great. MMOs need to focus on this. When they don't, they fall by the wayside. That's what people need to understand. And it can't be the perfect experience for everyone. It can't. And in order for that to succeed, it needs to have also frustrating elements, like ganking, as an example. Or someone stealing your quest mob, or any of that, right? It needs to have those elements, because without those elements, well, like let's say someone's ganking, what are you gonna do? Well, you get frustrated, maybe you quit, sure. But you can also form a group together with other people, deal with that guy, right? Hunt that guy down, stop him from happening. Or you're fighting over quest mobs. Well, you form a group, you don't have to fight over quest mobs.
King's honor.
You cooperate, you work together.
Safe travels.
And yeah, people can be horrible pieces of shit to one another. Absolutely true. Always has been. Throughout the entirety of World of Warcraft's existence. It always has been. Undeniably. But you can't make a game as an MMO be successful under the idea that you can't, you just can't make it like that. If I want to play a single-player RPG, you know what? I'm just going to wait for God of War to come out on PC, and I'm going to play the fuck out of that. The 2018 one. And I am looking forward to that. That's a good single-player game. Looking for Man Molten Core G-Bed. Oh man, that's great. That's so fucking amazing. G-Bed 1 DPSing. GG. I'm just gonna wait a bit. It feels fine. It just like right now I'm level 10, so it's not gonna add all that much right now. Oh shit. Well, sorry, boy. Oh, that's the collector. Okay, I think I know where I need to go. Anyway. Well, I don't play on consoles. I don't know if even if I had $1 million would I buy a fucking PlayStation, I admit. Maybe I would. Then I need to buy a TV, great. Not necessarily. But still. Console exclusivity is slowly dying. I think Sony has realized it's not a workable model anymore. That's why they're making the the new Knights of the Republic game come out on PC as well. That's good. Oh man, you want to talk about single player games? That's what I'm excited about. Well, the way you deal with mage boosting is you make open world leveling to be better. Flash gets. Well, who doesn't like a bit of flash gets, right? I'm not sure I want to play Bloodborne. It doesn't necessarily have the gameplay style I want. I admit, I'm a shield boy in Dark Souls. That's what I do. Elden Ring, on the other hand, well, let's just say. Let's just say Elden Ring. You want to deal with mage boosting? A 30, put the instance cap in the game from launch. 30 instances per day. That will do a lot to help with it. You want to do it. Also, you don't need to nerf mages. Let's be clear on this. You do not need to nerf mages to deal with the problem. What Blizzard should do, however, with regards to mage boosting, is make it so if there is too big, if you're in a group with people and the level difference between players is too high, so let's say you have a 60 or level 30, you gain fuck all experience. That's how I would deal with mage boosting. That would kill mage boosting. Just plain and simple. I would also apply it to open world leveling as well, that kind of mentality. That's what I personally do. Maybe it wouldn't kill ZG boost. But that could be a problem, right? A rogue, huh? Wait. Let me see what I need to do for the collector quest. Because I kind of forgot. Yeah, also that. Make every raiding instance not give any experience. Period. Ow. Remove every experience gain from every raid in the game. Oh, yeah. I figured. I saw that, so I'm gonna go kill some gnolls near Hogger. Well, 4 hours and 9 minutes for level 10. I know I could have done it faster. There's a far more optimal leveling route, all that crap, right? You can get level 20 if you're smart about it in like 10 hours. Hell, I might manage it myself. Well, not necessarily 15, let's say that. But we'll see. It is possible to level much faster than what I am right now. I'm not necessarily looking for the most optimal leveling experience here. Hell, far from it. By the way, a big problem that Blizzard has with WoW right now is they've lost a lot of content creators. That might seem insignificant. It isn't. If you think it's insignificant, I'd like to remind people that Blizzard didn't really have a marketing campaign at all for Classic. They relied on content creators to market the game for them. They've really taken advantage of what content creators can offer them in terms of marketing, but they've managed to alienate the vast majority of them for various reasons. Especially the big ones. Killing gnolls. Quest items need, yeah. Will Fury tank be viable? That's a good one. No, I know it's a good question, right? But I'm just laughing because probably not. To some degree, yes, it will be, but no. I'm just laughing about it because it's like, oh man. Welcome to the deep prot era, boys. If bosses have more HP, then I don't know, it's kind of hard to say, really. Yeah, imagine having to watch, well, Fret will be less of an issue with our world buffs. But yes, this is gonna contribute to warriors not being used in the same numbers. But imagine the horror. 1,000 tanks cried out in horror and were silenced because they could not play Fury tank. Seriously? I've played Fury Prot. It is enjoyable, I'm not gonna dispute that, but it is such a meme thing. Bosses hitting harder. The issue is that if bosses hit harder, that's not necessarily gonna... Look, you gotta understand something about Fury Prot. The reason Fury Prot works isn't because of boss damage. I know, this might sound shocking, but it genuinely isn't because bosses can hit harder. The reason Fury Prot works is because a lot of the talents that are in the Prot tree aren't really that worth it. Like, yeah, there are some that affect your survivability, but you always do have Last Stand. You spec into that. You get the armor talents. Like, you You might get more talents in, like, it might change the spec. If Fury Prot ends up being a thing, you might need to put more points in armor and defense and all that stuff. But the reason Fury Prot is viable well, there's two reasons. One, Fury Prot scales significantly better with world buffs. Remove world buffs, it doesn't scale quite as well. Two, it's this fact that talents don't really add much to a protection warrior. Shield Slam versus Shield Slam, yeah, it's a nice threat boost, but you don't have that much block value to really make use of it. That's the key point here. You're not gaining that much. And with gear alone, with gear, you don't even need that survivability. There's a lot of good defensive gear in Classic. Now, what the removal of world buffs, more HP, even more damage will do really for warrior tanks is, yes, it's gonna force us to use a shield more. Yes, we will have to gear for it more defensively. But if you're telling me that, but here's the thing: if the issue becomes about longer fights, then it's gonna be hard to match what Fury Prot can do in terms of threat, at least after a certain point. Buffing content and removing world buffs might make it so that Deep Prot is viable for a lot longer until the tanks get full molten core gear. But there is going to come a point where tanks are going to will benefit, a stage where tanks will benefit from going Fury Prot. That's what you need to know about it. All there is really to it. That's my view anyway. You just can do more threat. And not everything it's equally. To understand something, even without accounting for world buffs, it can be pretty easy to do more threat than Deep Prot as Fury Prot even early on in the game. Even without dual wielding. If you can dual wield, even if it's only on certain boss encounters, then it's not even strongest. I wouldn't necessarily say that. Private servers didn't necessarily have harder encounters. They had higher armor. Remember, but not necessarily more damage. If anything, one of the things about Classic is that things actually did hit harder on tanks. We just didn't give a shit because we could kill it so quickly, right? That's a major factor that has to be considered here. Kill more gnolls. I'll kill 5 more. If it doesn't drop, it just doesn't. No, I'll actually keep that. Yeah, fuck TBC. It's dead to me. TBC is dead and gone. Oh yeah. Except Private Server Cthulhu was also killed in one single stomach phase, so don't know. I've done it. I can tell you that I've done it in a crappy guild as well. Well, not crappy, but normal. Let's say that. In an average guild. I've played on private servers. I can tell you, I've done Molten Core, Blackwing Nerve. It's like overall, yeah. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The goal pickup schedule. It was a bit awkward, but I'll just delete that. I don't know. How about the idea of having 3 fucking months of only Gabriel and Mag? I don't need to say more. That's enough. If you think that was a great experience, no, fuck, it wasn't. And people detested it. Actually, let me just look at something here. I'm looking at Ironforge.pro while I'm running here. The player base has increased in Classic TBC. But it's increased by an insignificant amount. Yeah. It failed for a bunch of reasons, it's true. PvP reasons, PvE reasons, economic reasons, server reasons, raiding reasons, you can name it. So there's a whole number of reasons why it fucked up, but it did. I mean, it does have it does have 400,000 active raiders that is, or active players. That isn't insignificant, but at the same time, yeah. Server populations in TBC are all over the fucking place. Yeah. Like, we know why they delay SSC and TK, fuck off, basically.
Step on up.
One of the things that contributed to the failure of TBC is just the horrible servers that Classic had at the end that Blizzard did fuck all to fix. They should have consolidated, they should have forced people to go to new servers, not just copy over the servers because that's the cheaper option for you as a fucking company. They didn't give a shit, a piss. So, you end up with a fucking mess on your hands.
Go with honor, friend.
Alright. So let's go get the collector. Yeah. Pretty much what you just said. You know what? Like, right now, people might be playing through Tier 5. It's been out for, what, less than a month? But if you think Tier 5 is gonna last half a year, which I am assuming Blizzard does want to believe that nonsense, no. It actually won't. Shocking, I know, but it doesn't have that kind of staying power. Will you try Wrath the Lich King? I may quit as a YouTuber over the next couple of months if things go well in my real life and other areas. It used to be YouTube was my only source of income. That is no longer the case, ladies and gentlemen. To be honest, that's a different discussion. Being successful on YouTube means doing a lot of things that I personally disagree with and find detestable. I'm not gonna ever really quit completely. I do enjoy streaming and I do enjoy making videos, but it's not gonna be my career, if you will. So yeah. Will I try Wrath the Lich King? Honestly, maybe, maybe not. It actually is relevant to where I end up, what I end up doing in my life. Like because I'll be quite blunt about it, if it was just a case of personal preference, I would not play WoW anymore. The only reason I'm even trying this is because, I mean, I do want to try it. Don't get me wrong, I do want to try Classic Fresh, but a bigger reason, it's income-wise, right? YouTube stuff. That's just all there is to it. Nothing more. It's a calculation. And Yeah, about Wrath the Lich King, I am not going for. Like, I admit, I've gotten used to playing on a hardcore level. I can't play on a casual level. Hardcore phase 1 of hardcore phase 1 of Wrath the Lich King is easily one of the worst periods in WoW ever. Ever. Even if they buffed Naxxramas 2.0 to the moon, as they should have, it still isn't good. I'm sorry, it is absolute dog shit. I don't like ICC. I like Old War. ICC drags on too long. Old War is a good raid though. A genuinely good raid. That's the other thing about Wrath. The only raid tier that's worth a shit is tier 2, like ICC. Not ICC, World War. Like that's the thing. What makes World War great, from my perspective, it has great themes, it has great bosses, it has good difficulty challenges, it also has piss easy bosses, all that. But the thing that really makes World War work very well, from my perspective, if I'm gonna do a raiding tier for half a year, if I'm gonna do a raiding tier for half a year, then I want the ability as a raider or even a raid leader to skip the bosses no one fucking needs. That's what I want. So that's what sucks about ICC. Half the bosses in there you can throw in the garbage bin. Half the bosses you do there, when you get to farming it, you only do them because you have to get to Lich King. And that's the annoying thing. You have to do Lich King every week. Even if you're not doing him on heroic, you still need to do him on normal. The gear is worth it. And Old War, there's a lot of things you can skip. And even if you do have to do Yogg every week because he drops tier tokens and pieces of gear that you just don't get anywhere else, even if that's the case, Yogg is a lot less fucking frustrating to get to than fucking Lich King. All you need to do is kill, the mandatory bosses, so Leviathan, XT, the Cat Lady, Kolagharn, of course, before that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5 bosses if you include Vesex. And then you can get, like you only need to kill 4 bosses mandatory every week in Ulgar, and then you can choose. Do I do Firefighter? Do I spend 2 days going the entire week progressing on Firefighter? Do I go Freya? Do I go Forum? Do I go Hodir? Do I do Algalon? Do I just make an Ulduar raid because we don't need anything, but we still want Algalon because he drops higher level gear? Those are the kind of choices you do have in Ulduar, and that's what makes it fucking great. Because you don't get tired of doing that. To answer your question, Daniel, what do I do besides YouTube? Investment. That's all I'm going to say on that subject. And it's going pretty damn well. So, maybe if it goes very well, I'll no longer need to do this. Oh, no.
Greetings. The Alliance.
Alright. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we've done all this. I am level 11. Oh my.
Light be with you.
So that's 14. And obviously that's not gonna apply for 16. Well, I only have 2
Light
spells
bless
at
you.
12. Okay. Yeah, it's on the PTR, you don't even need a subscription. It's an open beta. You just get it through the launcher, you just log in. Simple shit. Easy. Very easy. Okay, I need bags. Is just regular PTR. Yep.
You need something?
I supply only the finest goods. Hello. Have a good one.
Light be with you. Need help? Light
You know
bless
what?
I buy and trade.
I think Blizzard is potentially making a mistake with what they're doing, I gotta admit. I'm just thinking about the idea, are we really gonna have 3 different versions of WoW right now? At the same time? I mean, yeah, Classic maybe, TBC is fucked up and... TBC is fucked up and retail is dead, but still. Don't put your hopes in World PvP there.
Looking for something specific?
I buy and trade.
What can I do for you?
Is there really no guy that sells bags here? Maybe just a quartermaster upstairs, I guess. Because I'll go and buy, go to Stormwind and buy some, but I kinda am hoping that there's someone selling. I haven't played leveled on Alliance in a while, so what the fuck do I know?
Light be with you.
What was the last time I actually did level on Alliance?
Good day to you.
Can't remember.
What can I do for you? Safe travel.
There we go. Okay, annoying, but I'll do it.
See you later.
Now, if you call rate logging Fiesta being alive, sure, I guess that's TBC Classic being alive. It does have 400,000 players. Classic had more. Just so you know. I wonder how it's gonna be. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah. Finding dungeon groups is became a lot bit more difficult in TBC. Dungeon groups. Just saying. I hear you very well on that point. Looking for an NBRD quest run will be a thing in Classic. Oh man, yeah. It will be, won't it? You're right. Ah, the good old days. Actually, doing a quest run will be worth it. Imagine that. Imagine doing a dungeon quest run while leveling. Horrible. Absolutely fucking unacceptable. In my classic. In my classic, we spent 40 hours killing mobs in Scarlet Monastery. We don't even do the quest because we don't kill the bosses. Ever. Alright, there is a farm over here and some camps along the way that I can go kill mobs in. But they want to make questing more worth it, increase the quest drops, make them guaranteed as well. Or not necessarily guaranteed, but no, actually making them guaranteed, it will really help. Ignore that guy, I don't need to worry about that. Any buffs or professions? Nope. What do you guys think? Classic fresh by the end of the year? Maybe, maybe not, right? Or maybe next year. Okay, that's bad. Maybe I bit off more than I could chew. Come on. There we go. Holy shit. I survived with 1 HP, really. Come on! Oh my fuck! First death, yeah. Fucking. Yeah, I shouldn't have picked the fight to the fucking level 15 mob. I know. Is New World dead? No, New World's doing very well for itself. I just can't play it. I have issues, crashing, constant fucking annoyances. It's a personal issue. Well, might be a server issue where I'm playing at and how it affects my computer. But I'm not particularly eager to play a game that's crashing my computer every 20 minutes. If it even lasts that long, so yeah. It might have to do something with the streaming software. I imagine if I just played it on my own. No, it actually crashes even when I just try and play it normally, even without recording software. Might be if I reduced the resolution, lowered my settings completely, all that, I could manage it, but it's like, I'm not interested. So, yeah, hardcore run failed. Please restart. Thankfully, I am not part of the hardcore group. Oh my No, 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 no. No, thank you. Run away, little girl, run away. He's gonna hit me with the fireball, isn't he? Oh, apparently not. That was, well, let's say, a strategic error. But there is a camp somewhere where I can find trappers and all that stuff. And that is what I'm looking for. There we go. No, it's here, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'll try that camp, see how... I mean, it is the Sentinel Hill camp, it's where I came from, but... Once I finish these first quests, I'm gonna head over to Lac Modan. Yeah, these guys are too far, too many people have too much competition here. The farm here, I believe, does have some of them. And that's what I aim to do. But they're probably farmed to hell and back anyway. It's my FPS anyway. Hold on, I can see it. No, not there. Okay. I hadn't done any bit of damage to it. Okay, there we go. Ah, thanks for a heal, dude. Okay. Is the questing experience for Alliance any good? Yeah, it actually is. It's far superior to Horde in point of fact. Alright, tell you what, boys and girls, I'm gonna go take a break. And isn't that a good point, FPS Sports? How many different ways can we do multiple? Well, we're gonna do a significantly harder version of Molten Core with no world buffs and all that. Just keep in mind, Molten Core was cleared with no world buffs on week 1 by 58 characters, so... Yeah, no. We'll see. You are not alone in terms of doing hating Baron's questing. I can most assure you of that. Alright. Tell you what, boys and girls, I'm gonna take a break. gonna go get something to eat, and I'll continue in like 20 minutes or something.
think if you were Olaf?
Yeah, oh,
Alright, so I just need 2 more minutes. Where can you access the beta? Just use the PTR section on your World of Warcraft launcher. It's available there. You don't need to pay, you don't need to have a subscription, you don't need to have anything. Just download it from there. As long as you have a World of Warcraft account, you can, or a Battle.net account even, you can access it. I'm almost ready to continue over here. Okay, so just need a bit more stuff. I'm gonna go buy some bags. All this. Right now, I'm not hurting for gold. Which is absolutely true. Although, what I'm going to do is do the People's Militia quest and patrolling Westfall. No, not patrolling Westfall. The red leather bandanas, maybe. Though I think with the red leather bandanas, the purpose of the quest is to...
How are you? See you around. Hey there. See you later.
The purpose of the leather bandanas is to get it done while you do the other quests along the way. That's what I think about it anyway.
Well met.
So... All right. Yeah, a bit more linen. I'm gonna go to the farm here, check it out, see if I can find anything that I need, and kill some. There's a camp there next to the trees, I believe. Okay, the first of 3 livers that I need to collect. How do I think rogues will do? Maybe better than classic. Not necessarily entirely convinced about that though. Locks may be better. Like the debuffs will, yeah. Removing the debuff limit will certainly help them. Curse of Dooms and all that kind of stuff, right? But in curses in general. But I don't necessarily believe that it's gonna be enough for warlocks. The things they're doing with war buffs might be beneficial for rogues, however, quite a bit, but not necessarily certain about warlocks. But even then, you're gonna have raids with less melee, I feel. Yes, the liver quest has begun. Now I can do a quest here. There's a farm that I can go to and pick some stuff up. Alright, there's some oats. I believe I should be able to complete the handful of oats quest. Warlocks win. We'll see. Call me skeptical. Damn it. Well, it's... It's already a major caster group. Or a cleave group, if you will. Alright, I'm gonna go to the mine, but I'm not interested in the mine itself. I'm interested in the farm next to the mine. Okay. Coyote level 10. It would have been more entertaining. Alright, here's resisted. War criminal. I'll give him credit points. That is actually a good name. The Dwarven War Criminal, ladies and gentlemen. The Dwarven War Criminal. Ingenious. The War Criminal has killed you. Huh. If they were willing to make talent changes as classic, maybe. Tell you what I think would be interesting. Classic. And this might sound as high heresy. And I doubt they would do it anytime soon, but I think what would be interesting would be classic, but with Blood Elves and Draenei, including Draenei Shamans and Blood Elf Paladins. I think that would be interesting. Would they ever do it? Probably not. Like basically TBC without Outland. I mean, that could work in an interesting fashion. Probably. Melee will still win. Pre-patch? Kinda, yeah. I guess. Kinda like pre-patch, yes. Tauren, Paladin, Dwarf Sham. Easy fix. Kick. That's what I think they should do. It would be a more interesting thing. You can't really balance shamans and paladins. You can't really improve the balance of classic if one faction doesn't have, if the factions have different classes available. But you can if you give it to all. If you give them to both of them. Worth an idea. Worth a shot, I feel. Just some thoughts on this. Not necessarily saying it's the right idea, the right solution. It probably isn't. I think it could work though. I think Blizzard is afraid about making sweeping changes. They want to take it gradually. They don't have the team to properly implement big changes though. That's the first issue. They genuinely do not have the people required on the classic team because the classic team is too small. But I think it would work. Yeah, TBC talents for both sides. It would be interesting. That would make the viable tanking spec. Because it's one thing to have Shield Slam, it's another thing to have Devastate altogether. Though there are plenty of warriors who do want Fury Prod to be the thing. I don't necessarily care, give a crap, alright, rat's ass about it. I'm saying I don't care. Dwarven priest, of course. The only priest. If you see a human priest, he's a fucking kick. If you see a night elf priest, it's like kick W. The good stuff. The only viable priests on the Alliance side, the only ones that are acceptable are Dwarven priests. Live with it. Embrace the Dwarven priesthood. That's also the same on Horde side. The only viable priests are undead. Kick W at troll priests. Would be an interesting time. And I think that's something that would make it interesting. The meta would be... What buff do I have there? It's how they've implemented the XP boost so far. It's like Adventure Away, Season of Mastery, 25% quest experience. Basically, Blizzard wants an easy way to implement these kind of things in the game. And I think that's the way they've chosen to do it. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Fuck it. I'll kill you. Or maybe not. We don't know. Will I manage to defeat the Harvest Watcher, ladies and gentlemen? Or will the Harvest Watcher eat me for breakfast? It is 8 a.m. according to server time, so what do I know? Oh yeah, dual wielding. I mean... Should have healed there. I mean, enhanced shamans still wouldn't have a cleave, which would be a problem, but they would be pretty juicy to have in raid all the same with the TBC talents. Less warriors to worry about. But then you run into the same fucking problem that you run in TBC. No. Waste of mana, no. Use Judgment of Crusade. What is this, a raid? Anyway, so if you implement TBC talents, then what you end up with is the same crappy fucking thing that you end up in TBC, which is that shamans are needed in vast quantities in raid. They are all the same in Classic on the Horde side, but I think it would actually get worse. And shamans are already prima donnas enough as it is. Can we please not have them being even more prima donnas? I think we will be grateful for that. You are mine, good sir. This trapper is mine. It doesn't belong to you anymore. Should be grateful. I saved your life. He was gonna kill you. Hurricane best druid talent. Is that even a talent? I don't know. I don't play fucking druid. That is bad. Come on, come on, come on. In the end, the Blizzard hate was just a train. Here's the thing, Ronan. Here's the fact. Don't think it doesn't. I guess the way I would say it. It didn't bring an immediate end to the company. But expecting a scandal like that to just bring an immediate end, no, that's a bit naive. But it has significantly damaged their reputation. And if you think that people are over it, you are fucking mistaken. So yeah, maybe it was less impactful than the hype was suggesting to be. These kind of things usually tend to be like that. But that doesn't mean it didn't matter. It doesn't matter, and it does matter. Like, let me just say it like this. I don't have any active WoW subscription anymore. I'm playing the PTR because it's free. Because it's available for free. Would I play Classic Fresh? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Call the police. Yeah. Like, there are plenty of people I know. Like, genuinely, quite a lot of... Like, let me just say this. In the TBC beta, I played it with some people. Right? Defcamp Melderon. As well as some other people at, you know, like, I joined the community. Josh. Countdown to Classic. None of those people, or maybe one or two of them, are still playing the game. Out of, I don't know, a dozen people or so. To say, now, it didn't kill the company, but it has had a fucking major impact on them. And with Classic Fresh, yes, there is hype. Yes, there is excitement. Yes, some people are interested in trying it out. But even if people end up playing Classic Fresh, there is a downturn in numbers. There is a downturn in player excitement. There is a downturn in terms of player interest in anything Blizzard related right now. There's a YouTuber I watch. His name is Giant Grant Games. He also is a streamer. He focuses on StarCraft 2. He does a lot of challenge modes and all that. He's done Deathless StarCraft 2, all of the expansions, and Deathless Warcraft 3. Very interesting, very compelling. And he said something on a recent video where he was talking about what he intends to do, that he actually really hates Blizzard as a company. He feels that, and although he has a lot of StarCraft 2 content, he's actually thinking of finding ways to move away from that. It's a fact. Now, play Blizzard games if you want. Just be aware. There have been consequences. Severe ones to that. And while Activision may weather the storm, because here's the thing. It isn't just that there's a scandal involving Blizzard workers. It's that Blizzard games are utter shite right now. Or abandoned. I mean, Diablo 3 and StarCraft 2 aren't complete utter shit, but they're just not being developed anymore. I think there would be more hope for Blizzard to actually put money on investing in StarCraft 2 than anything in Diablo 3 right now, than trying to save WoW. But that's me. Overwatch is gone. Hearthstone is in a pretty decent state, though. What about Diablo 2, you might ask? Well, with Diablo 2... what about Classic and Diablo 2? People play them. If the only thing that this company is capable of making that people want to play is remastered versions of their own games, and not the fancy new titles that they put most of their budget into, then that's a really shitty company right there. That's a really bad situation for them as a developer. If this is all they can do, and it has... Let me just say it like this. There are probably more people, a lot more people, playing this beta than retail right now. At this very moment. So take that however you want. Overwatch, yeah. I'm not gonna dispute that, but Overwatch is dead right now. No, what? 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 It's like, fucking hell, he's Speedy Gonzalez. Bloody hell, this dude is fast! Who's even excitement Overwatch? No one. Oh, we're gonna make Overwatch 2, guys. Okay, how is it gonna be as a game? Well, exactly like Overwatch 1. Just you get a co-op mode. Okay. Like literally the exact same thing as Overwatch 1. I'm like, you mean the game that fell on its face and died? 10 out of 10. That's Blizzard. So Kaplan, good fucking riddance, you're an idiot. Blizzard has this obsession that they can't let their games go. They really can't, that's kind of the problem. Oh, but we're thinking about our players because we don't want them to lose all their skins and all their hero unlocks, and I'm like, yeah, but you're not adding anything. Except an extra game mode, which isn't even the main focus of the game, because the main focus of the game is the PvP mode. Which you botched. So, I'm like, what do you expect will happen? Team Fortress 2. That is such a kick, though, you statement. Alright, I'm gonna go get the Forgotten Arrow. Oh, the PvP was in the first one, it was just a fucking shitty mode. That was seasonal. Kick. Yeah, if you think people are paying for a full price release of for a side net mode, that's no. I don't know what the hell. Like, I guess the intention wasn't necessarily horrible, but it's like, you're adding a co-op mode. You're adding an extra PvP mode, which is not all that simple. Okay, so you're adding a map? Or maybe a couple of maps? I don't know. You're adding in a new mode, and you somehow think that's gonna be enough. Oh, and you're rebalancing the heroes. But they're the same fucking heroes. The game looks the same fucking way. Oh, you're adding in a couple of heroes. Applause, please. Please applause Blizzard. They are truly a wonderful, competent company. And mind you, I'm not bashing Blizzard because I think it's popular on YouTube. That's like, oh, it's popular to bash Blizzard. No, actually, I really hate doing this. Because if you think being negative like this all the time is a good thing, then no. I mean, it's actually something that contributed to me quitting WoW. Something that Mike Preach WoW said really spoke to me volumes. That I could spend the next half year bitching at Blizzard, but I don't want to do that. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, you don't need to tell me anything about that. I know exactly what you're saying. Blizzard just doesn't know what the fuck they're on about. I'm dead! Help! Help! Okay. Okay, we need oats. I think when it comes to Blizzard that it's probably, assuming they don't, that Activision doesn't just shut down the company and say, okay, it's had a good run, close it, move on. Assuming Activision doesn't do that, which, let's be clear, they could. I'm not saying they have any intention to or anything like that. They might. But if Activision were to do that, if Activision doesn't do that, I think that Blizzard needs a couple of years to move on, to fix its internal issues, to resolve its problems, get on a better path. Now, the problem with that is you're looking at 2 years of nothing but bad PR. Like, even look at Overwatch 2 or Diablo 3. Does anyone expect those games to come out in 2022? There's reports suggesting that they wanted to release Overwatch 2 in 2022, but they've had to push it back for 2023. And let's be clear, there's a lot of skepticism in respect to both Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2. And then, so what does Blizzard have? Remastered versions, okay, they'll get some people. It won't be enough to salvage their reputation, because it's like, it's remaster. Close Activision for a sex dispute. Yeah, maybe. Close Blizzard for a sex dispute. And if you think it's a sex dispute, it's not just that. That made the point again. Over. Oats, ladies and gentlemen. That sex dispute that you're talking about, though, it's been front page mainstream media news. Not gaming news, mainstream news. There's news that PC Gamer covers. There's news that the New York Times has it on their fucking front page. If you think that's an irrelevancy, no. Or the SEC investigating Bobby Kotick. Okay. I said it before and I'll say it again. Blizzard needs a win. Classic Fresh. Yeah, it may be that win. Maybe. But I don't think it's necessarily enough. Deadmine run today? Sure, Zachary. Maybe not. I don't know, I'm kinda thinking how hard I want to push this. It's already, let's see. It's already 6:46 right now, my time. And no, I'm not screwing over my sleep schedule for this fucking game. I've already done that too many times. Tomorrow. I'm just gonna go back there actually, because there is gonna be some modes there, I think. Classic Fresh. Yeah, that's probably true. Well, I am Romanian, so yeah. Well, you assume I'm gonna be 20 in 5 hours. Or 4. Whatever. You assumed incorrectly, sir. It's gonna take a bit longer than that. Mm-hmm.
Hello. How are you? See you later.
Good day to you. See you around.
Alright. So we got the red leather bandanas. I'm level 12. Ivanland. Oh. Okay.
Greetings. King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Good day to you.
Greetings. Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
Hello. Safe travel.
Well, this week, it's gonna run for a while. This week is gonna be limited to 30. Imagine several weeks. Because they're gonna implement the features one at a time, so I think several weeks, several months. That's how long.
Hello. You need something?
How are you? Hey there. See you around.
honor, friend. Well met. For the Alliance, what can I do for you? Be careful. Well met. Light bless you. What can I do for you?
You need something?
How are you? Safe travels. Hey there. See you around.
Alright, it's this quest that's gonna be done quickly.
Greetings. Be careful.
How are ya? What can I do for ya? See you soon.
Alright, gonna go to Lakeshore. Because that's where you do this particular quest.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
Alright. Let's do this Tome of Divinity quest then. Meta DPS class was changed. Don't know. Not yet. We don't know yet. I mean, we have no raid testing right now. We'll see. Alright, the body is somewhere to the west. Over here. Just need to revive the guy. Getting him back up, and then... yeah, we'll see. There he is. Let's get the script from the wizard. Why is that guy killing them though? I mean, it's a paladin quest, right? So, oh, I know. Please don't kill a wizard. Paladins need them. Well, maybe because they're easy mobs to kill, right? Ah, there's one. If I remember, they also dropped something that started the quest, maybe. Could be wrong. Free. Well, it will require a subscription. I don't know to answer that. There we go. Alright, take the script, deliver it to Stormwind. So I'm gonna fly there. It is faster and it is cheaper to fly from.
Greetings. Safe travels.
It is cheaper and faster to fly from Westfall to Stormwind. Yeah, the beta is gonna be free, not the actual thing. I mean, you won't have to pay the game cost. You will just have to have a subscription, I think. So.
What can I do for you? See you later.
Makes you wonder, though. Alright, I'm gonna go and... and turn this quest in, get level 13. And then head over to, well, the Dwarven District. We need to get to Ironforge, ladies and gentlemen. Ah yes, Ironforge. Good old Ironforge. How do you think the changes to raid and lack of world buffs will change? Also increases the rebuff size. As I've answered this several times in the stream, but less melee, less warriors, more balanced raid comp, I think. More similar to TBC, but not quite as extreme in terms of ranged heavy. And certainly not focused on hunters. Hunters will not... The situation will not change at all for hunters with it. You'll still want some, obviously, pulling and all that stuff, but... Trank shots. But more warlocks, more mages, mainly.
Safe travels.
And that is level 13, gents.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
That'll do. That will do.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
Guild Crusader rank 2, and of course, Blessing of Might rank 2. So, level 13 in... I know I've taken too long, but all the same. 5 hours and 47 minutes. Not the worst timing in the world, I can tell you that much for a fact, but also not the greatest. Far from it. Well, I think that Shadow Priest will be taken in pretty much every single raid. 40 likely. Oh, yeah, you know what? You have a good question there, Zero. But I'm not gonna check it right now. I'll go to a trainer at another point, but it's likely 40 anyway. I think you underestimate warriors. To be quite blunt about it. I really doubt hunters will beat warriors, but what do I know? Warriors weren't just beating hunters with war buffs. Warriors were beating hunter flat. The thing to remember for hunters is that fights will be longer. That doesn't necessarily suit them. That suits actually warriors quite in a few ways. I mean, warriors are crazy when it comes to bursts. Like, fucking warriors in Classic doing more DPS than people are doing right now in TBC. That is fucking mental. Where is Gilmore? Wait.
How are you? See you soon. Great to meet you. Safe travel.
All right, the journey to Ironforge. Let's make it happen. With the deep run tram. There we go. You know that feeling when you're taking the subway and the train comes into the station just as you enter it? That's a great fucking feeling. That's what we're getting. Nice guild name. Beta Boys. Love it. Great name for a guild. Top 10. Here we are.
Hi, how are you? Pleased to meet you. Be seeing you.
Oh, very good. And welcome to Ironforge, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go to the flight 5 path. What do you want, good sir?
Hi, you're a tall one.
Fine biggles. Well, Akmadan awaits. Half chicken, what's that supposed to mean? What do I know? Probably the Resto Druid spec. Where you get improved Fairy Fire, right? So, maybe. Well, I would say that's enough for the moment, I feel. So I'm gonna stop it right here. I'm gonna take several hours of break and maybe come later tonight to continue. But stay tuned for more, ladies and gentlemen. We still have quite a few levels to go.